Welcome in, everybody, to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Wednesday Night Warriors Modified Series. Drivers wrapping up the practice session. A little bit of technical difficulties this evening as we were trying to get started, so we are working through those. Apologize for getting a late start on this thing. No invocation, no national anthem tonight. These guys skip qualifying. They go straight to their heat races. We are going to have 2 full heat races for you tonight. 10 cars in the first, and I believe 9 cars in the second. We are going to get ready to get down here to our starting lineups. On the pole is going to be the 119 car of Jack LaFleur, and on the outside of him, out of Owasso, Oklahoma, the 13 car of Cody Kelly. Row 2 on the inside, the Forrest and Wege I-55 Lures UDSRA number 73 from St. Louis, Missouri. This is going to be Larry Moody, and on the outside of him, in the 007 machine, as a Black Number Motorsports entry, that is Jacob Fields. Row 3 inside, the 25 car of Cole Bossau, and on the outside of him, the 8 car from Waverly, Nebraska, Cole Newhoffen. Row 4 on the inside, the Casey's General Store number 04 from Des Moines, Iowa, Jason Randolph, and on the outside of him, in the number 54 car, that's the Ultimate Dirt TV Black Number Motorsports entry from Elton, Florida, John Batista, JB, your points leader currently in the series. In the 5th row on the inside, the 2 car of Ryan Arbogast, and on the outside of him from Wichita, Kansas. And the Wichita Tire and Alignment number 55 machine, that is Chris Kratzer, the Rocket Man. Hey! How you doing, HS? I see Mr. King in chat. Guys, don't forget, like, shares, and follows. We're going to bring these cars to life right here out of turn number 4. Jack LaFleur, that bright green machine, going to give us the start right there on the green flag. Oh, little contact, lap 1, turn 1, cars piling in. I don't know that I need to rewind, but I'm going to do it anyway once these guys come out of turn 4. You're going to see the 13 car of Cody Kelly and the 73 car of Larry Moody make contact. Cody Kelly. 119 car took off, went to the top side. Kelly tried to cut under him. Car there on the inside. So we will see how that plays out, but caution right out of the box. 8 laps for these guys. Everybody's going to transfer through to the feature night. Doesn't look like we're going to have a B main at all, so we will do a couple of heat races and straight to a 35-lap feature. These guys have had plenty of practice all week. We've had this servers going up left and right for these guys. So we should see some pretty good racing. Track still in very good shape. I am pretty good right now, HS. I don't have a whole lot to complain about, thank goodness. All right, cars forming up back to 2 by 2. We're going to get a very good look at these guys. Coming out of turn 4 once again on the throttle. Here comes the 13 car trying to cut to the inside. Newhoffen, LaFleur to the top, but on the bottom, Jacob Fields, the 007 car, is going to take the lead down the back stretch. He's going to have it when we come out of turn 4. Closely contested by the 13 of Cody Kelly. Newhoffen now right up against the grass on the infield right there in 1 and 2. And it looks like he's going to do the same in 3 and 4. He is going to put that 8 machine into the mix up here.
All right, man.
Caution deeper back in the field. 25 of Cole Bossow may be involved in this. Let's go back here and see. Looks like Larry Moody and Bossow went in, tried to get in underneath him, got up behind and just kind of pushed him around right there. So 25 car moved to the rear of the field. About halfway in heat race number 1, and it is still Jacob Fields, Cole Newhoff, Cody Kelly, Jack LaFleur, your top 4. All right, Haley, I will definitely do my best to remember that that is your name. Good to have you in the chat. And I don't know if he's here watching, listening. He hasn't said anything tonight, but a big shout out to my man, Tim Nichols. I know he hosts up some watch parties for us on the Facebook. Always fun for him. Pace truck in means we're going back to green. They went single file. Since this is the 3rd restart in an 8-lap heat race, they are going to go single file.
Green flag, green flag.
Fields back to the throttle. Newhoff pulled down, tried to see if he could muscle Fields off the bottom. Didn't work. He's going to settle for 2nd. Still Kelly in 3rd, but here's John Batista, your points leader now, up to 4th, and there's Newhoff, gets it in the infield, and that's a caution. So we will get these guys realigned here. I think we're going to see that 54 car go closer to the front. Possibly. Maybe not. We do know that the 8 car, Cole Newhoff, should be at the back cause of the caution. Guys having a tough time getting going here. This little bull ring's proving to be very tricky for them. Fields in the lead. Kelly 2nd. LaFleur 3rd. Arbogast. Then Chris Kratzer, the 55 car, from 10th position up to 5th. Randolph, Moody, Bossow, Batista, and Newhoff. All right, get restarted again here. Still 3 laps to go when they take the green.
Green flag, green flag.
Good start there. Looking at Ryan Arbogast around the top here. He is in 4th currently and trying to use the top side for some momentum. Looks like everybody able to work very well off the bottom that wants to. Jacob Fields cruising away from these guys. About a lap and a half to go for the 007 machine. He's going to come out of turn 4 to the white flag. Heat race 1 will be in the books in 1 more lap. Still Fields, Kelly, LaFleur, Moody, and then Arbogast. Now John Batista was making a bid for the top right there. He's trying to get 4th away. Fields wins it. Kelly is 2nd. Looks like LaFleur is going to finish 3rd. And then at the line, John Batista edges out Larry Moody. Kratzer behind that, Arbogast, Bossow, Randolph, and then Newhoff in 8th. So an interesting start to the night. We'll get ready for heat race number 2. Oh, boy. Look at the guy on the pole this time. Out of Junction City, Kansas, in the Shake and Bake number 1, Jacob Schmutzen. On the outside of him, the GoToStCroix.com, number 17, from Naugatuck, Connecticut, Chris Monroe. Row 2 inside, the over-the-wall photography, number 72, from Milford, Ohio, Jeff Stewart. On the outside of him, newcomer to the series, in the 17 car, going to be Buddy Ware. 3rd row inside, the Jones Rock and Dirt Band of Brothers Racing, number 70 from Abilene, Kansas, Will Gatsky. And on the outside of him, the Roofco Wicked Energy Elbows Up Simsport, number 5 from Franklin, Pennsylvania, Braden Eiler, the High Side Hustler. Row 4 on the inside, the 99 of Kobe Cooper, another Owasso, Oklahoma driver, and Jeff Fitzpatrick in the 90 on the outside of him. And on the back row, second in the points in the Fairway Mortgages BS Air Catch Fence Apparel, elbows up Sim Sport number 44 from Millersburg, Pennsylvania, Tyler Shell.
Green flag, green flag.
Final heat race underway. Green flag, and Schmutz will lead him into turns 1 and 2. Will he have the lead when we finish the lap? Looks like a good run out of 2. Jeff Stewart trying to settle in second, but he's 3 wide with Gatsky on the bottom, Monroe on the top. At the line, Monroe had the spot. Gaggle of cars right here, more like a hornet's nest. You see the 017. That is Buddy Ware right through the middle, trying to split cars, thread the needle, and take 4th away from everybody. Wasn't able to do it there. Tyler Shell, very aggressive down to the bottom, and he's going to go from about 7th to 4th right there. Move the 44 car all the way around the 9, make him a 3rd in line with 5 to go. Colby Cooper, the 99 machine right back there, that black and white car with the green numbers, in 4th. Braden Eiler, the 5 car, in 5th. Watching the 3 guys at the front as Shell gets ever closer to the 70. Now gets a run on the bottom. Almost had it in there. Gatsky trying to keep the car in front and keep the 44 car pinned down on the bottom. Slow his momentum a little bit. Kind of pushed him into the grass right there. A little rubbing his racing going on. Coming to 2 to go. Still Schmutz out in front. Gatsky now 2nd. Shell and Eiler battle for 3rd. Good run around. Going to be 1 to go out of 4. Schmutz has this one well in hand. Here comes Gatsky. Eiler now working. He got around Shell. Now trying to get the inside on Gatsky. Shell saw the contact, and he's going to make it 3 wide out of 2. Now a big drive into turns 3 and 4. That is going to do him in. It'll be Schmutz and then Shell. I'm not sure who. Maybe Eiler got 3rd as he moved the 70 car right out of the way. And then Ware, Gatsky, Stewart, Fitzpatrick, Monroe, and Cooper. You saw a little post-race bump and run right there from those guys. So hopefully they'll get that settled out before we get to the feature and keep the feature clean. That is all that's left in tonight's show, guys. These guys are going to have a couple of minutes of practice. And while we're waiting for them to get out on the track and to find their groove, we'll show you this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, back. Going to get these guys moving here along in just a second. Trying to let them get a little bit more moisture out of this track. We're watching the 5-car Braden Eiler right there right now. John Batista, the 54-car quickest in this practice session. No, I do not, Jared. I am in Oklahoma, but I watch a lot of racing from all over the country, and I do have a lot of friends in Ohio. Whatever you want. Just watching the guys get a few practice laps. They got 35-lap feature. This has been some of the best racing we've seen week in, week out. But we have not been to a flat bull ring like this yet this year. Lima Land about as close as we got, and that's High Banks, and those guys put on one whale of a show there. A couple of weeks ago when we were there. They will be headed next Wednesday night to Lernerville and then on to Lima Land for show number 2. And they will wrap up their season on the 4th of November in Knoxville. One of the simulators? Is that what you're trying to buy? Yeah, come over to Facebook to The Dirt Racing Network. Send me a private message through there, and I will get you hooked up with somebody for all of that. That will not be a problem, man. All right, feature time. Wednesday Night Warriors, Dirt Slingers Racing League. Run down our starting lineup here. On the pole be the 007 of Jacob Fields. On the outside of him, the 1 car of Jacob Schmutz. Row 2 on the inside, the 13 of Cody Kelly. On the outside, Tyler Schell in the 44. Row 3 will be the 119 of Jack LaFleur, and on the outside, the 5 of Braden Eiler. Row 4 is going to be JB John Batista inside, Buddy Ware, the 17 outside. 73 of Larry Moody inside row 5 with the 70 of Will Gatsky on his outside. Row 6 will be the 55 of Chris Kratzer inside, the 72 of Jeff Stewart on the outside. In the 7th row, the 2 car of Ryan Arbogast inside, the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick will sit to his right. And in the 8th row, Cole Bossow, the 25 inside, the 17 of Chris Monroe sits on the outside. Jason Randolph, the 04 car, inside row 9 with Colby Cooper on the outside of that row, and that will do it for cars. The 8 car of Cole Newhoffen not going to make the start. Green flag in the air. Good jump for Jacob Fields. Schmutz is going to go to the top side. He finds a little wall. He's going to get a good drive down off the hill. Kelly Eiler to his inside, 3 wide out of turn number 4. And they are still 3 wide at the line. Tyler Schell kind of tucked in behind these guys. Now they sorted out Eiler into second. Now Kelly in the middle of the sandwich between Schmutz and Tyler Schell. Here comes John Batista. There's your 2 cars. If you go to your local track every week and you got a couple of guys you know are going to battle side by side for the win, maybe you pull for one, maybe one week this guy, next week that guy, the 54 and the 44, those are the 2 guys here on Wednesday nights. They seem to always be around each other, battling hard, usually for the top spot. That's why they're so close into the points right now. Right now, John Batista working the inside. He has moved all the way to 3rd. Tyler Schell in 5th, right behind Cody Kelly, and he's working to the outside of Kelly, trying to get him to have to give up a little momentum, and he got him that time by. Moves Schell to 4th, Kelly to 5th, Schmutz back to 6th. Newcomer, Buddy Ware, the 17 car, has the 7th spot, and then Bossow and Moody side by side with Gatsky. That was 3 wide for a second. That's all the way 8th, 9th, and 10th. Kratzer in 11th, and he's making a bid for 10th back here. 55 car off the top side. The Wichita Tire and Alignment Machine. He's a regular, real-life, late model driver in the Midwest here. Good old boy to sit down and talk to. Knows his racing. Watching that 55 car. We'll go back to the front. Jacob Fields smoking these guys. You can see where he's at. We're waiting. There's your 2nd place car, that gray machine back here. Braden Eiler. Here comes Schell. There's Batista. Gets these guys going down the backstretch into turn 3. Tyler Schell now has cleared John Batista into the 3rd position. Batista is 4th. Cody Kelly hanging tough in 5th. Jacob Schmutz now has worked his way back up to 6th. He got around Buddy Ware. Larry Moody 8th. Cole Bossow, Will Gatsky in that order. But Jacob Fields, full straightaway, which I know isn't very long here at Kokomo, but he is keeping that car right against the grass. And he is working his way into lap traffic. Ryan Arbogast just in front of him, the Dirt Co. Media House number 2 right there. 18th. And in danger of being a lap down And you can see how slowly the 7 car is just rolling through the bottom. Keeping that left front right down by the grass. Tyler Schell now around the top side. Got around Braden Eiler. Right and right up against the lip. Batista behind Eiler in fourth, and then a good distance back. Oh, Eiler got sideways, and I think that triggered the caution. I think Braden Eiler got a little too far sideways and triggered that caution. Down here going into 1. Right there. And Batista did a great job of checking up to miss him. But getting that far sideways with company coming through the door, you're going to get a yellow flag every single time. And that will move the 5 car to the end of the line. So we'll take a quick look. Fields, Schell, Batista, Schmutz, Kelly, your top 5 or your top 4 right now. They're moving around. Everybody's kind of all over the place, and I can't keep the cars straight on here. But it is Fields, Schell, Batista, Kelly, Schmutz, Ware, Moody, Bossau, Gatsky. And then Jeff Stewart, the 72 car, runs in 10th. So they should double up. We should be getting ready to go back to green. Yeah, Jared, we'll get you taken care of, buddy. We'll get you with the right guy and get you the information. Green flag back in the air, creeping up on the halfway point right here. Wednesday Night Warriors modified series from the Dirt Slingers. Good look at the guys down on the inside. You can see Fields and Batista teammates. Those two running the exact same line, but Tyler Schell is putting the 44 car right on the top side. And he is bidding for the lead right here. Almost had it that time. Still Fields barely in front. Now down the back stretch. That time Fields slid across the nose, but Schell saw that coming a long ways off. And now he's got the lead. Tyler Schell to the point. Jacob Fields second. John Batista in third. Cody Kelly still fourth. And Jacob Schmutz now battling with Buddy Ware for fifth. Here comes the 25 of Cole Bossau trying to make a bid for the top 5. 20 down, 15 to go. Fields and Batista now side by side. Good battle here. Watch these guys underneath the flag stand. Fields secures second, back away. You can see how close these guys are wanting to run to the wall. Cole Bossau now around the top side. He's making a bid for fourth against Cody Kelly. He's got the spot out of turn number 2. Kelly back to fifth, and here comes Jacob Schmutz running. Almost in the tire tracks of the 25. Laps clicking off quickly. 13.5 seconds around the track. Tyler Schell now. 3/4 of a straightaway in front of Jacob Fields. John Batista about 15 car lengths behind Fields. Top 3 have settled out pretty well. Won't be long and they'll be back into lap traffic. Got 10 to go. Jeremy Crow, no, he is not. I do not even know if he's part of this series. I haven't seen that name. Still Schell, Fields, Batista, Bossau, and Kelly, your top 5. Lap traffic starting to become a factor. Cars right in front of our leader. Once again, the 2-car Ryan Arrigas, the first to be on the hit list, and a caution is going to save everybody. 70 car of Will Gatsky. Let's go see what happened to Will. Looks like he's all by himself. Oh, 17 car Buddy Ware touched the 72 of Jeff Stewart right there, and then got into Gatsky trying to slide by him. So that started way out in front of those guys. They will be waiting for the pace truck to pick up the field. 28 laps in the book, 7 laps to go. They do have 2 attempts at a green-white checker if something were to happen before the white flag lap, before the leader takes the white flag, that they would reset for 2 laps and give them a restart. You can see the 17 car of Christopher Monroe in the infield. Yeah, don't forget to come by the page over here and send me a private message through the page, and then I'll hook you up with everything that you need to know from there. I'll get you in touch with the right guy. He'll get a lot of information, ask you some questions, I'm sure. But green flag back in the air. We're watching the back of the field just to see if those guys are going to be able to catch up. It looks like they do. Jacob Fields with a slider. Wasn't able to get it there coming out of 2. Went for the lead and couldn't get it. And now John Batista all over him. Cole Bossow right behind that. Cody Kelly still there. 2 car of Ryan Arbogast. That's probably going to trigger us a caution. We were watching him. And now the 2 car to the infield. He'll be waved around to catch up to the back of the field. Still Shell, Fields, Batista, Bossow, Kelly, Schmutz, Stewart, Moody, Randolph, and Cooper in your top 10. Down to 5 laps to go. At the end of the race, we'll pull the top 3 around. Get interviews. All right, lights off on the pace truck, 1 to go. Green flag out of turn 4. Fields all over Schmutz as they got ready to take the green, tried to time it up, and Shell held him up for just a second. Now Jacob Fields goes to the bottom. Does he have any drive out of the corner? Not that time. See the 54 car of John Batista trying to go around the high side. Trying to take second. 4 laps to go that time by. Still Shell right against the outside wall. Fields right against the infield tires right there, and John Batista running the high side. That's your top 3. 2 completely different lines. Everybody making a little bit of time as they've gotten away from the rest of the field side by side for second. 2 to go this time out of turn 4. Still Shell in front. Batista second that time by. Down the backstretch with a good head of steam. He secures second away from Mr. Fields. So it is now Shell, Batista, and Jacob Fields, your top 3 on the white flag lap. Tyler Shell through turns 3 and 4. He's going to pick up another win in the series. Tyler Shell wins at Kokomo on a Wednesday night. John Batista second, and Jacob Fields in third. We'll run down the rest of the field once we get these guys around to get interviews done, but we are waiting for the top 3 to bring them around and put them on the podium here. That will be a very good spot for these guys right here. Hey, there we go. We love it when they park. We're going to get a great picture. That is impressive. All right. So let's grab the guys, bring them up here. Jacob Fields, you there? Hello, Jacob.
Yeah, should have me now.
I got you now, buddy. Man, heck of a battle there. You had the front for a long time, and Shell found his way around the top. Man, talk to us about this feature and that great podium run you had.
Yeah, man. I knew once the track moved up, I'd have a really tough time keeping up with Shell. I struggle quite a bit at Kokomo, unless it's on the bottom. And yeah, that caution, had a pretty decent lead in that caution, man. It killed my momentum. And yeah, Shell was fast tonight. I don't think I had anything for him there at the end at all. So congrats to him for sure.
Well, you talked about erasing that big lead you had, and you guys ran a long time there. You were getting into lap traffic. The bottom just that much better until we got the caution. The track changed that much under caution?
Yeah, it was actually pretty wild. There for, a few laps, I felt like I found the groove in 1, and 3, it was kind of going, well, it was kind of going away in 4, but then that caution came out and that dust settled, and it didn't do the bottom any favors, that's for sure.
Well, still a great run, man. You come home on the podium, and I know it's disappointing not to pick up wins, especially you like these big body cars like this, but a fantastic run nonetheless. Who you got to give some shout-outs to before we let you celebrate with your teammates?
I got to say thanks to D1RT for all the help they've been giving me here lately. Guys at Black Diamond as well. It's been cool racing with them. Got to thank you guys for putting on the series for broadcasting as well. It's awesome to go back and watch, and it's awesome to be a part of it.
All right, man. Well, congrats again. We look forward to seeing you back here in the big body cars next week.
Thanks, Roger.
Third place finisher, Jacob Fields. Let's move on to our second place driver, John Batista. Jamie, you there, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. You and Shell one more time, 1-2 in this thing, man. Talk to us about Kokomo in this big body car. I know you run it in the sprint cars, but tell us about it in the big bodies.
To be honest, I expected the track to stay a little bit, it was pretty tacky, but there was no good line really at the end unless you're running the top. And I expected the track to stay a little bit wider. That kind of sucked, but I'm used to running second in this series, so I'll just take another week of running second. Still good points. Yeah, just kind of sucked.
Well, chipping away 6 points at a time, the difference between first and second. Your points lead still safe, at least for another week here. How tough was it? You started, fifth or sixth there, and trying to get around a couple of those guys. They're side by side 3 or 4 times, 3 wide in front of you. You just got to be patient to do that, or can you get a little aggressive and try to take the car right against the tires and force your way on the inside?
Oh, yeah. That's what I had to do from the get-go. I started 7th, so 4 rows back on the inside, which is where I wanted to start. If you started on the outside at the beginning of the race, you were going to go backwards because there's just nothing in the middle. I just had to take it really slow, get around some guys on the bottom, not hit the tires or put the left front above the tire, which I did pretty good. Made my way up to 2nd or 3rd. And once I got up to Braden found the middle, and then Tyler found the top, and from there it's just game on, and I had to follow those guys.
Well, a fantastic run nonetheless. You're going to keep your points lead going into next week, man. Who do you got to thank for getting you out here every week, and we'll let you go celebrate.
I just want to thank my man, Jason Barati, Absolute Automation Security. Happy birthday, sir. Just want to thank my teammates at Black Diamond Motorsports. Fortunately, it seems I'm the only one in this series at this point. It is what it is. I like it. Yeah, thanks to those guys for showing up every week, all the other DSRL series. Congrats to Jacob Fields on his 2nd place, and congrats to Tyler on another victory. Thank you, Roger, for putting this deal on. Or 3rd place, I should say, for Jacob Fields. Yeah, thanks for putting this deal on every week. Hopefully we see a season 2, and I will see you tomorrow for the Outlaw series.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and I do look forward to seeing you in the fast cars tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, see you later.
2nd place finisher, John Batista. And we're going to talk to this guy again. That same guy seems like week in, week out. He's in that top 2 or he's winning the race. Tyler, Shell, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Another victory for you. Fantastic run. Seems like you found the top again, was able to put the power down and get there. You'll close the gap up just a little bit more on John Batista. That is your 4th win of the season. You do not have a finish outside of the top 2. How are you doing this every week?
I don't know. It's a different thing every week. I think me and John find I mean, we draw a last pill about every week. I think he started 8th in a heat, and I started 9th. So it's just about finding the line in the heat race and trying to move forward as fast as you can. And then in the feature, just be patient, and whatever it gives you, it gives you. I mean, beginning of that feature, I fell back to shoot probably 6th or 7th, and just got down to the bottom, started rolling again. And then I was like, everyone's running the bottom, so I can pass them when they're running the same line. So I ventured to the top in 1 and bottom in 3, and it worked. Got to 2nd out of it, and then we had that caution, I don't know, halfway through the race, 8 laps, I don't know. But just I knew he was going to be on the bottom, so I had to go somewhere else. So I ran around the top, and it was pretty good. And I found that cut down line actually when I crossed them over. I looked at my lap time, and it was a 10th quicker. So I was like, well, let's do this every lap and see what happens. But track is tricky, especially in 1. Slickness was right up to the wall, so you had to just make sure you would keep it out of the wall as much as you could. And in 3, it felt like you could keep the car down if you just dragged the brake a little bit, then just drive down off. But definitely a fun track.
Yeah, a couple of times got close to lap traffic. Think that would have changed it a little bit and would have given those guys a chance to catch up when you were having to navigate lap cars?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I think 7 to go, maybe we had a caution, and I'm glad that happened because they were racing too wide in front of me, and I really didn't know what to do. I think Jacob was like a second, 10th back, and he was closing, so I was kind of getting a little nervous, and then the caution came out, and I had free track, and so just had to stay consistent and do my stuff and not hit the wall, and ruined all my momentum.
Well, still another great run. You pick up another victory in this one. Some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate, man.
Just like to thank everyone that puts this league on. I mean, it's one of the greatest ones out there. I mean, it's a blast to run from good, clean guys every week. And then Elbows Up SimSport, our sponsors, Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beat, Jessup Logistics, Paint Pie Tuna Can, Hergot Real Estate, BSR, Overall Photographs, Kenschwetz Apparel, Roofco, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we'll see you in the fast cars tomorrow night.
Yep, see you.
Your winner tonight, Tyler Schell. Let's run through our official results here. Schell wins it. Batista was 2nd. Jacob Fields in 3rd. Cole Bossow, a top 4 run. He finishes 4th. Cody Kelly 5th. Jacob Schmutz in 6th. Jeff Stewart 7th. Jason Randolph in 8th. 9th to Larry Moody. Braden Eiler was 10th. Colby Cooper 11th. Chris Kratzer finishes 12th. Fitzpatrick in 13th. Will Gatsky in 14th. Jack LaFleur 15th. 16th to Buddy Ware. Ryan Arbogast in 17th, Chris Monroe in 18th, and Cole Newhofen in 19th position. Another fantastic run for these guys. So much fun to watch these guys week in and week out. How good of a show they put on. Wednesday night Warriors Ump Modified Series. Kokomo. 3 weeks left in the season. Do not miss a week. Every Wednesday night between now and November the 4th. Be sure you tune in each and every week. Tomorrow night, 8 Eastern. Dirt Slingers, Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series, big 410 wing sprint cars. They will be at Lernerville. Tune in for that. KR Stolfus will have the call for you. And until then, for myself and KR Stolfus here at the Dirt Racing Network, till we see you the next time, guys, thanks for tuning in. Keep it dirty, everybody.